Sorry. Great way to start a video, right? Hi. It is Tuesday. It is July 9th. Hello. um, let's see. Update. First thing, I think my last vlog said that I was 10 and a half months or 10 months. Scratch that. 10 weeks. I'm going into my ninth. This is my ninth week off my daytime Klonopin. Just so you know, I added a week. Apparently, I miscalculated, but nonetheless, where am I at with that? Definitely have days that are pretty bad. Again, have no idea if it has anything to do with that or not. Sunday, I was able to go to church morning service back at my old church again. That's 2 weeks in a row. But during the day, my head got really wonky. I stayed out at the pool with my family anyway. We've been at the pool every single day. Clearly, I'm showing signs of tanning here. But I was not good on Sunday. Yesterday, I tried to do a little vlog and then I just erased it. I ended up going and picking up my granddaughter. My daughter had come back from their family camp Friday night so she could do laundry and grocery shopping and just regroup on Saturday. And then she was supposed to drive right back up on Sunday morning. My grandson, she came back with the three younger kids, left her husband and my oldest grandson up at camp. My grandson, the middle grandson, the 4-year-old, he ended up getting very sick, fever, throwing up. So she didn't go back up on Sunday. So yesterday she was there home. So I went and picked up my granddaughter and brought her back here, and we did pool all day. And then later in the afternoon, my daughter did come over with the two boys, and they got in the pool. My grandson was still running a fever. I took his temp. He was still running 101.8, right under 102. So we gave him some Motrin and tried to keep him comfortable. Got them dinner. They ate dinner here and then they left. He got up this morning, was fine. So she got back on the road, and she's back up at camp today. So that's what I did yesterday. Today I went and got my hair colored. Got my roots done because tomorrow I have my girlfriends from school all coming over for them. We did this last summer too. They came over for the pool day and it was really fun. You know, I talk to them online constantly, but I hadn't seen them in years prior to last summer. And now that I'm doing so much better, I plan on seeing them, a little bit more, but at least we have this gathering at the pool tomorrow. So that's what's planned for tomorrow. Lord willing, always Lord willing. I'm very grateful to the Lord that I'm able to live again, because not living really sucked. And I still, believe me, I want you to know I'm still struggling. I'm having periods of really feeling off balance, lightheaded. It happened yesterday a couple times while I was with my granddaughter. I literally just had to stop and put my head down and wait till it went through me. I don't know how else to describe it, but so I am still struggling with that. That is, I don't think that will ever go away. Last night, right before I was ready to turn the lights out, I keep having these like flashes of anxiety. I think I said something about that the last vlog I did. And come out of nowhere. I suddenly feel very hot. It's like a hot flash, because that's what a hot flash does. You'll all of a sudden start feeling warmer and warmer, and then you almost feel anxious. Your heart races. And then after a couple minutes, it passes, and it happened again last night, but it stuck around. So after an hour of laying there trying to fall asleep, I took some melatonin. I only take 1.5 milligrams, and I did sleep after that. And I'm relatively okay today. Knock on wood. Because that can change in an instant. So it's beautiful out, absolutely gorgeous weather. The last couple days, low humidity, low 80s, sunshine, just perfect. Perfect pool weather. Tomorrow, when I have my girlfriends over, it's going to change. It's going to get in the 90s and the humidity is going to go, but we're going to be out at the pool, so we'll be fine. Praise God for the pool. I love being by water. If I could be at a beach, I'd live at the, if I lived near a beach, I'd live at the beach. I literally would live at the beach. I am definitely a sun and water girl. I love boats. I love swimming. I love the sun. I love everything about it. Wouldn't be able to live in Florida because I couldn't stand the sweltering heat, constant. But I definitely belong in a warmer climate. That is without a doubt. I don't belong in central New York where our winters are 10 months long and our summers are 2. We have 2 seasons, winter and not winter. That's what we have. Increasing the LDN to 3 milligrams in 2 more days. Fingers crossed and praying that the only thing that will happen is that I will get even better. That's all I can pray for. What else is going on? A lot is going on in my family. Personal stuff. Extreme personal stuff. But my mind and my attitude is so much better than even a year ago. Definitely 2 years ago. And the fact that I got to church 2 Sunday mornings in a row. Have not been able to go to a Sunday morning service in several years. I've been going to Saturday night. So that tells you how much I've improved. And again, all I've done different is the LDN. That's it. It's the only thing I've done different. And now that I have cut my Klonopin down, but that, if anything, that's gonna kill me. I'm at the hairdresser's today. One of the hairdresser's husbands is a police officer, and he had come in. I guess he had left his sunglasses in their car, or her cars. I don't know. He had come in and was sharing that he had just been at, this morning, had a call to a woman's house, found dead. She was 52. And she had apparently drank, we don't know how heavily, but drank the night before and was taking Ambien and had taken only half a pill. They counted the pills in her bottle. She wasn't overdosing. She didn't overdose. She had taken her half a pill. They counted, and exactly, she took a half of an Ambien, but had drank and fell asleep and never woke up. So the conversation, because I guess several of the hairdressers all take Ambien, and they were like, oh my gosh, I take Ambien. I'm like, girls, I'm not a doctor, but I am a nurse, and I'm just going to tell you there's something else going on with that woman, okay? She might have drank heavily, or she had an underlying condition, because a half an Ambien is not going to suppress your respiratory, unless you have something else going on. And then I told them about my Klonopin. I said, listen, I take a clonazepam nightly. And somebody else said, that works even better than Ambien. I tried it once and it was, I wasn't groggy and weirded out the next day like Ambien. And I said, yeah, well, you don't want to get on it. Don't start that road. I mean, Ambien's no good either. You can be addicted to Ambien too, but I didn't go into detail. I just said, listen, I take Klonopin every night. I have for a long time now. And I'm here, but I don't drink. So, what's on the horizon? My oldest grandson turns 8 years old on Thursday. I cannot believe he's 8. Where did the time go? How did I all of a sudden become 60? It's like, when did I turn 60? How did I get to 60? How do I have a grandson who's 8? Blows my mind. I guess that's it. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna go out to the pool. Surprise, surprise. Nobody's here today, so be nice, quiet. Just gonna float around and just talk on the phone a little bit. Catch up with some of my friends on phone. God bless. I hope this finds you well. Lord is being really, really gracious to me, and I'm very thankful. Amen. So long. Farewell. Welcome, kids. I'm just leaving to go shoot over to one of my friend's houses. She just moved to a new apartment. She'd been living in her daughter's house for the last over a year, 2 years. She finally got her own place again. She's hard luck case for sure. Let's see, what can I tell you? Just updating. I increased the LDN last night to 3 milligrams, and I feel like I'm having more symptoms, but it could be my imagination. Who knows? Today is Friday. Wednesday I had several of my old high school, literally elementary school friends come over, lifelong friends, girlfriends, and they stuck around for like 8 hours, 7 hours. We were out at my pool. Never laughed so hard. Just laughed and talked and talked and laughed and ate and just had a really great time. I'm telling you, laughter is so good for the soul and takes your mind off your garbage. Babysat at the beginning of this week a couple of my grandkids, and so I had pita bread with hummus on Wednesday, and I'm not gluten-free, but I eat very little gluten, and I don't know if it was from the pita bread. All I can tell you is I was laid up in bed, and I have not done that in over a year, being laid up in bed, literally laid up in bed. I did run out and do a couple errands, and then got right home and right back in bed. So I didn't lay in bed the whole day, which would have been really shocker for me to begin with. My stomach was reminiscent of the H. pylori days. It bloated way out, the gas, I was burping, passing gas, the pain was horrible. I kept getting nauseous, I couldn't eat. It was a bad day yesterday. And by the end of the day, am I throwing that out? I concluded that maybe it was the pita bread that I had eaten. I'm fine today, as far as my stomach goes. What am I, at the end of week 9? What'd I say? I don't know if it's ended week 9 or if I'm going into week 10. I can't remember. Of the Klonopin cut. I'm hanging in there. This little trip over to my so before this I went over to an old co-worker of mine. She's young enough to be my daughter, but we got along great when we worked at the hospital, and she's moving, her and her husband, she's got the most adorable 2 children, 18-month-old and a 3-year-old little girl and an 18-month-old son, and I hadn't seen her in years, and they're moving to Texas, and she's selling everything in her house. So I just went and I bought one of those outside storage benches so I could put the kids' pool toys in it instead of just a tote that I've been using. But we sat and talked and caught up with each other, and I'm having her and the kids come over next week to swim in the pool, and she and I can spend some time together. So that was nice. Went home, got a little something to eat, and now I'm on my way to my girlfriend's. I started to say this is going to be a little rough for me because I am very much organized. I'm an organizational queen. I like things in its place, and if it's not in its place, I throw it out. I throw everything out. I don't like clutter at all. I cannot stand clutter. And she's the exact opposite. And she's very ill and probably has done hardly any unpacking. So I told her my job today is to clean her cabinets and cupboards out and to unbox her kitchen stuff. Well, come to find out, all she has is some pots and pans and some cooking stuff. She doesn't have glasses. She has no plates. She has no silverware. She gave that all away to her son when she moved into her daughter's place. So I said, and she has no money. And I said, well, we'll make a list of things you're going to need, and we'll go out to the thrift store first and see what you can get at the thrift store, because you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. But I warned her, and she knows me. She knows how I am. I said, I'm just going to warn you. I'm going to be throwing out a lot of stuff. We're going to open a box, and I'm going to say, you're not keeping this. It's crap, because I've got a bunch of my old stuff that I was going to try to sell on the marketplace in the back of my RAV to give to her, because my junk is like gold to her. And so I'm on my way. I'm doing it. This is God's will for me to help her. I don't want to do this. This is not something I want to do. But I'm doing it nonetheless, because the Lord is allowing me and gracing me the ability to get out and do these things. And so while I can do it, I will help others. The big thing about feeling better, no matter what your situation is, you could be dying of cancer. If you're doing something for somebody else, it helps you. That's a fact. And so here I am trying to help somebody else. So just thought I'd pop in. I'll try to maybe come back on later and tell you how it went. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Hello. I thought I'd just pop in and give you a really quick update. Day 3, 4 of the increase of the LDN, and I'm feeling it, unfortunately. Definitely feeling it. Yesterday morning was really rough with my head. It did lighten up quite a bit as the day went on, but I still kept having issues throughout the day. It never went away. My voice, I told my husband, I think it's my bathroom. Who knows? My voice is really bad in the morning, and it seems to be getting worse. This is good. It was probably 2 octaves even lower earlier, and we talked about just remodeling the bathroom. We can do a lot of the work ourselves. When we bought this house, we learned so much, and so we talked about doing probably 85% of the work ourselves, and that would save us money. But we've got to. So come fall, we're going to gut our ensuite and right down to the studs, because I think that bathroom makes me sicker. I don't know. I don't know, but something's up with my vocal cords. Why I sound like a man every morning. I've had a low voice my whole life, but this is kind of ridiculous. Last night, fell asleep okay, but was only asleep, 3.5 hours, and woke up wide awake. And that's very common with LDN, wide awake. I mean, and not really anxious or anything, just like this. And so I laid there for a while and I knew that I wanted to get to church. I'm already been showered, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go. I knew I wanted to get to church today, this morning, and so I was like, I gotta get some sleep, or that would be my excuse not to go. So I took a smidgen. I don't know how much it was, I just took a half of a half and cut that in half and just took a smidgen of Klonopin, and I was able to then, from there on, doze on and off the rest of the night. So nothing unusual for me, nothing different than I've had a billion other times in my life. So, but it's the increase of LDN. This my heart palpitations. I'm going to talk to the doctor Monday. I'm going to call her about this because I do have. They're not real palpitations because they are. Scratch that. But I've had them prior to the LDN. But every time I've increased the LDN, it's very apparent. And it lasts for, I don't know, I've never documented how long it lasts, but it seems to really be significantly stronger, harder, and more often. And I know that is a side effect of the LDN, a bad side effect. So, not sure where I'm supposed to go with that. Very disappointed that I took a little more Klonopin because even that little bit puts you behind the 8 ball. People will say, oh, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It's in my blood. It's in my liver. It does matter. And I can try to convince myself every which way but loose, but I was disappointed that I did that, but I just kept thinking, I'm just going to lay here. There's no way I'm going to fall asleep. And I didn't take melatonin at that time because that's too late for me to take melatonin. Then I would be very foggy-headed the next morning. Melatonin, God bless melatonin, but it does make me foggy. And the later you take it, the worse I am in the morning. So that's my update, guys. Spent the whole day at the pool again yesterday. Gonna be another pool day today. My husband and I went out to dinner last night. Had a very nice meal, and then we did a little shopping. Now, since I've gotten the new furniture in my family room, there's a lot of things that I love spray paint. I'm the queen of spray paint. If you don't like something, spray paint it. So I literally am going to spray paint lampshades instead of spending $20 per lampshade, because I want them to be a very cream color, not a beige. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you the vases I spray painted. They came out great. I don't know if I showed you this. Not that anyone cares, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you anyways. This one. And then there's a matching one over here. Right here. This one. Believe it or not, they were dark. They were blue with beiges. It was a mixture, and just primed it and spray painted, and now that's perfect color. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be spray painting my lampshades and spray painting a huge wicker basket that we keep little blankies in, cuddle up blankets next to the couch. Not that anyone cares. I don't know why I would share that. Sorry about that. I'm sharing stuff nobody cares about. So that's where I'm at. Just a quick update. Bye-bye. See you later. God bless.